today, folks, we are getting out of the studio, out of the house. I'm going to take you to the center of Barrio Logan. Today is Barrio Logan's Walk the Block, which is every weekend, and the monthly art crawl. Stick around to the end of the episode because I'm also going to give you a little sneak preview into San Diego, California's very own Factory Arts District. This area is really not well known and it is just starting to happen. The trolley here, I like to start at Chicano Park. You can take either the orange line or the blue line. If you're taking the orange line, you get off at 25th and Commercial. And if you're taking the blue line, just get off at the Barrio Logan site and then walk here to Chicano Park. As you can hear, it's a little loud. This park is located right by major roadways and right under the bridge to Coronado. I've heard this park has the longest stretch of continuous murals in the world. I'm not sure if that's correct, but it certainly has a lot, and they have deep historical value. I've lived in this general neighborhood for 7 years, and I have so much love for Barrio Logan. Unfortunately, today I'm out here with my daughter and I'm walking, so I'm not going to be able to show you everything about Barrio Logan, but I just want to give you a few snippets from today's art crawl. We're going to begin our walk today on the west end of Logan Avenue and walk east. All up and down here are independent businesses run by artists, artisans, and artist collectives. The first two you're going to come across are the Mel Bicho Collective and So Loca. I'm particularly a fan of So Loca. It's filled with all kinds of one-of-a-kind clothing, bags, and other accessories. Another one of my absolute favorites is the 30 Flirty shop. On today's walk, the owner wasn't in, but her friend was running the shop and she said she was happy for us to film inside so we could show you guys around. The woman that was running the shop today told me the owner's business is inspired by her 10-year-old daughter. She wants to show her what is possible. And I love this sentiment because my daughter inspires me every day. Now, I have a shirt from 30 Flirty from before they were actually at this location. And it says FUCK gender roles. I get so many compliments on it. So I really recommend if you are on that Logan Avenue that you go ahead and check out 30 Flirty shop. Heading further east, we come across the Art Hub. Once inside, it's a mix of both art studios and independent shops. On the weekends, most of the artists have their studios open for the public. So one of the artists that I like to stop by and visit is Mary June here in the back. She makes wonderful, surreal, figurative pieces, and her art career has really begun to blossom lately. So we're just going to head back east down the street. And right before you hit this intersection to Sampson and Logan is another entrance to more shops and more independent galleries. The two shops at the front, especially Simone Limon at the entrance, are super great for gifts. You can get everything from Pan Dulce Christmas ornaments to Selena stickers and hot chocolate mixes. There was one shop that was open that I think was part of the artist crawl. That bag there with the SL, that's from So Loca. And they were featuring other local artists, so I just wanted to highlight some of the local art. One of the bigger artists in the area is Igato, so there's a full wall display of Igato's art here. Now, we could keep going further east on Logan, but things really taper off after you hit Sampson, so I'm just going to turn us around here at Sampson and Logan. Before I do, I just want to quickly show you two murals. There is one pretty new mural by Mr. Baby. Mr. Baby is a fantastic artist. She is, I believe, from Chula Vista, but she does a lot of work up in LA. She's a really popular muralist here in Southern California. I had the pleasure of actually watching her paint some of this mural and buy a cool funky pencil case from her that has that little dude on it. And then there's also the Freedom mural, which a lot of people like to come and take pictures in from. And here is where La Bodega used to have its gallery before it closed down. I actually, a long time ago, about 7 years ago, I actually had an art studio with La Bodega above this taco shop right here. And you can tell this taco shop, Salud, is really hopping on the weekends. There are long lines, there's music. After having an art studio right above the kitchen here, I have to say it's, I don't generally go back to Salud, but no hating on Salud. It was just, you know, smelling those particular tacos for too long. So we're gonna head back west along Logan Avenue. It's similar to the other side of the street. There's lots of street vendors out on the weekends, but then along the road, there's independent shops run by artisans. Here's a little restaurant called El Carrito. It's a lot fancier than the restaurant that used to be there, which I have been to, but I have actually not been to it since it opened as El Carrito in a former trolley. There is more gift shops back down that alleyway. As you can see, you know, funky independent clothing and gift stores. And here is one gallery, you could say, but it's also kind of more a shop today. I stepped in to check if they had any exhibitions open for the art walk, but they sort of just had some normal art up, and that was it. So I just got done walking the block every Saturday and I think Sunday as well. They also call it Walk the Block, where most of the little shops and art studios are open, not necessarily the galleries. And it was really fun to see all the shops, but I have to say there wasn't really anything extra open for the art crawl. It was pretty much the same as every weekend here in Barrio Logan. There's one last place I'm going to check, and that's Bread and Salt, which is around the corner. So I'll see you over there. If you're new to my channel, I'm Aurora B. On this channel, I'm sharing with you my journey as an artist, trying to turn my passion into a career. I'm sharing what works, what doesn't, including the often taboo subject of making money from your art. Today is my first time out of the studio with the camera, so thank you for being patient with me. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to walking around and talking, and I certainly don't have all of the equipment, but I hope you're enjoying this episode. If you'd like to see more episodes showing you artsy things in San Diego and different cities, let me know in the comments. Okay, so we're here at Bread and Salt. And within Bread and Salt, there are a bunch of different galleries. One of them is a partnership with UCSD. There's a print shop. There's an artist space in a grain silo. There's some of this space is rented. But today, when I went for the art walk, there really wasn't anyone in here. The space was open, but I don't think that there were any particular exhibitions open. Sometimes this place is absolutely hopping. There are people selling food, there is music. It's a fabulous space, but today it was a bit of a mess. So since Bread and Salt was a bit of a bust, I decided why not take us on a little tour of San Diego's Hidden Arts Factory District. If you're in San Diego, you probably know all about Barrio Logan by now. It's no secret. But I bet you probably don't know about the Factory District. Hi, Zeus. You probably don't know about the up-and-coming factory district in Logan Heights. Now most of this area is really just car repair shops, recycling centers, factories, but there are a lot of little arts ventures, movie studios, sneaker stores, and some pretty interesting stuff that's been opening up in the last couple of years. So we're gonna start our exploration of this district from Dewey and Commercial and head east. There are some more popular, well-known venues on Commercial Street if you head back west, but the area that is east of Dewey is what's a little bit more unknown. Now, Commercial Street goes right along the trolley tracks, so while you're there, it might look a little desolate, a little odd, but there's all of these factories, some of them functioning, and others, like this one, where it's been taken over by people running various artsy type adventures. I just came across this on my walk home, where it seems like there was some sort of music event happening. Wonder Woman has been here for quite a while, at least a few years, but I really knew it wasn't just a passing phase when I saw this, which I think popped up in the last month and a half. That's right, it's our own Mr. Baby mural. And I might be biased, but I particularly like this mural. If you can't read the tiny writing on your screen, it says, "I guess you've wondered where I've been. I searched to find the love within." So I thought that was really sweet. I love this mural. I am so glad there's a Mr. Baby mural so close to where I live. And here we've got another mural. I don't know who did that one, a little birdie. And then in here, custom footwear shop. There were a bunch of sewing machines inside. I don't know if you can see it. But again, this was this is some private space, so I didn't want to peek inside. And here, just a couple years ago, they stored shipping containers, and now I've been inside and there are movie studios, there are photography spaces you can rent. I went in once and they had set up a whole roller skating rink, and they were running an independent roller skating event. There were food trucks in the back and dancing. And then across in this building that you see, it used to be a furniture shop, and it has just been bought or rented, I'm not sure which, by Little Miss Brewing. And I saw today that they already have all of the brewing tanks up, so when that opens, I think that the area will get a little more known. So if you want to be in before other people are in the know, you might want to go check it out right now. Thanks for joining my daughter and I on our Saturday adventure. If you liked this episode, please click the like button and consider subscribing. Until next time, keep creating.